Hello, I'm Silvia Hartmann, and I'd like to welcome you to this workshop on modern energy tapping, and specifically to find your personal power positives. In modern energy tapping, we are working with the energy system, and when we do our energy tapping, we do that to improve the flow of energy through our energy body. This is the most easily done by tapping what we call positives. Positive energy forms, high energy forms that have the power to wash away blockages, reversals, and in the treatment raise energy and make the energy body stronger. That's what modern energy tapping is all about. Now, there are so many wonderful positives we can tap on. And of course, there are global power positives. For example, the biggest positive of them all, which is love. So really, anytime you need a boost or you need to feel stronger, overcome fears and anxieties or depression or sadness or loneliness, if you can't think of what to energy tap on, love is a wonderful thing to energy tap on. I want more love in my life. In fact, tapping for love is such a wonderful thing that I'm going to start us off tonight by a simple round of modern energy tapping to get more love into our lives, into our energy bodies, into our entire energy field, into our entire incarnation. In modern energy tapping, we always start in the heart position. So please point to the place where you would say, this is me, this is I am here and now, just so that we know that. You place the palm, the center of the palm of your leading hand over that spot. And then the other hand over the top of that. That brings our hands of energy into the powerful center of the field that is the heart center. That switches on our healing hands. And so when we do our energy tapping, and we're tapping then with our energy hands, our healing hands, on our energy body, everything goes a whole lot nicer. So this is the heart position. We start in the heart position and we take a deep breath in and out. I always advise us to pay attention to what it actually feels like, the physical sensations of our hands on our chest. This helps us stabilize ourselves in the here and now, which is the place of power. In the here and now, we can do the things that create our futures. And in this case, we're going to do a sequence of modern energy tapping to get more love into our lives. We make a setup. I want more love in my life. I want more love in my life. We say that clearly and loudly so that everyone can hear us. And one more time, 3 times the charm. I want more love in my life. And then we start to tap. Lightly, lovingly, with our healing hands of energy, to touch our energy body. I want more love in my life. Take a deep breath in and out and notice how that feels when you tap on the top of your head with these gentle pulses that travel through your energy system. Third eye point. I want more love in my life. Breathing deeply. The top of the eyebrow. I want more love in my life. In its widest metaphorical sense. I want more love in my life. I want to feel more love in my life. I want to feel more love in my living energy body. Love is the greatest power in the universe. I want to experience more love in my life. I want to experience the magic of love. I want to experience the magic of love every day and every night. I want more love in my life. More beautiful, happy, playful love in my life. I want more love in my life. Living, dancing, joyful love. More love in my life. I want more love in my life. I want love to flow through me. I want more love to flow through me. Living love to flow through me. Oh, that's nice. I want living love to flow through me. And inspire me. And uplift me. I want to be uplifted by love. Very gently touching on the finger points, just like making an electric contract. I want more love in my life. I want love to flow through me. I want love to transform everything I touch. I want more love in my life. I want to give and receive more love. I want to give and receive more love. I want love to open my heart. I want love to open my heart. Love is the greatest power in the universe. Love is the greatest power in the universe. I release all resistance to love. I want more love in my life. Whew. And now we put our sparkling hands back in our heart center for a moment. Take a deep breath in and out. And that's a nice way to start the day or any workshop at all. Now, when we work in modern energy tapping with the energy positives, we can have these global positives like love and miracles and healing and health and money and youth. But we can also, and this is important in problem solving, we ask people, what do you need right now to get over this problem? So, for example, somebody may say that they feel very anxious all the time, and we could ask them, what remedy would help you? What energy would help you get over that problem? And this person may say, oh, if I had more confidence in myself. And so then we can tap on confidence. And that will make the person feel better. And that is the step on a way of different positives that lead us to a healing event in the end. This is known. But today I wanted to talk to you about the personal power positives. Now, what's a personal power positive? It's not actually something that we don't have and that we need to install. A personal power positive is something that has been with you all your life. It's one of your core talents or core attributes that you were born with, possibly brought with the soul right from the moment you arrived on this planet. Personal power positive is your special gift and talent, something that is unique to you, even though many of us may share the same word for it. And to find a personal power positive is really important because it sort of reminds us why we're here and what we're here to do in this lifetime, who we are, what we really are all about. And this is why they are so powerful. They are incredibly powerful in moments of doubt, in moments of crisis, but also they help us understand more about our own sort of core skills and abilities. Many of us in personal development have only been looking at the traumas in our past. And that is a structural problem, it's a labyrinth, and it is a cul-de-sac. All these things are not very useful. What has been forgotten and overlooked is our positive memories. I call these the treasures and riches. I did research with plane crash survivors who tell us that moments of their life flash before their eyes as the plane goes down. And the moments that flash are not the trauma moments. The moments that flash before a person's eyes when they're about to die are the positive, high positive memories of this lifetime. It is my assertion that these high positive memories get uploaded into the soul before we die, and that the soul takes these high positive moments with it. The high positive memories of our lifetime are the most important things that we can collect. They are literally our treasures and riches. And these treasures and riches we get to take with us when we die, when all the material goods don't make it across the great journey. So, in order to find your personal power positives, we need to go a different way. Instead of looking at the traumas of the past, we're going to take a look at your favorite star memories. So in order to start us off on this, we'll assume the heart position once more. That's always a very useful thing to do, because then our mind, our body, our spirit, our energy mind are all going, okay, we're going to do something together now, all together, in the same place, at the same time, starting in the here and now. So here's what I'd like you to say. Dear energy mind, Take me to a perfect, beautiful memory that will help me discover my own personal power positive. Now, for some of us, this perfect, beautiful memory has already flashed up. If that's not the case for you, by all means, you can stop the video and take a moment to just relax a little more, to breathe a little more deeply, and to repeat the question out aloud in the heart position. Dear energy mind, give me a beautiful memory from this lifetime. Now I have a sense of the memory in question, a flash of this memory, but we want to step inside that positive memory. And we're going to do that using the classic game from Supermind. So holding this memory in mind that we are going to discover and explore a little more, I'd like to ask you for a moment, what was the time of day this memory happened? In my case, it was mid-morning. What was the time of year? Mine was early summer. What was the weather? In my memory, it was a sunny, blustery day after a tremendous thunderstorm had passed. But now it wasn't raining anymore, but everything was still dripping. And there were rivers of water running down the old postal road. What is the landscape? This means what is around in the memory. If it's indoors, the landscape may be furniture. Just take a moment to become aware of what was around. What was the environment in the memory, in the beautiful memory? In my memory, I'm on a hilltop, on an old postal road, overlooking the valley below, and all the way out to the far horizon, in a rural landscape. What's the vegetation? What kind of plants are there, if any? Again, if you're indoors, there might not be any plants. But outdoors, plants are very important. Plants are very important to the environment. In my memory, there are hazel bushes and trees and flowers in the verge. And there are fields as well around. So the final question on this set is, and what else is here that is important? What or who else is here that is important to this memory? In my example, or in my memory that came up when I asked the question, what was important were that there were many little stones washed out on this old postal road that was not made of bitumen, but it was a road, an old-fashioned road, that the water could wash away. These stones were very important in my memory because my young aspect arranged them and created waterfalls and changed the course of the river flowing down the hill. And at one point my aspect looked up from the little stones down into the river, and there was this moment of understanding that you can create reality, that you can change reality with your hands, you can change the course of events. And the aspect was really quite young, possibly 3 years old. And it was always just such a star memory of empowerment for me. So what I'd like you to do now for a moment is to reflect, as I just did, on your positive memory and gain a sense of what was so positive about it. What was that lesson there that you learned? What was the gift that you were given? I feel that in my memory, the gift that I was given was the power to change the world. I have the power to change the world. That's an extraordinary thing, if you think about it, and it is something that's actually been true for me, that I have always felt that, or at least that I have felt that since that experience on the hilltop. I have the power to change the world. That is now, for me, my personal power positive. It is a reminder of something that really happened, that is really true, and that has been with me all my life. Now, I wonder what you have discovered, what your personal power positive is, that you have found in that high positive memory, the message from that high positive memory. If you need a little while longer to think about it, please stop the play and rejoin us when you have something along the lines of, I have the power to change the world. It could be a single word that came to mind, as miracles are real, or I can love. Whatever it was that you learned in that positive memory, and that is why it's such a positive memory for you. Convert it into a simple sentence. And after this workshop is over, please write that down. Write it down so you can stick it on the fridge if necessary. Okay, so now that we have a personal power positive, in my case I have the power to change the world, we can tap this. We can modern energy tap this and use it to not just use this old memory, if you will, this old energy, but we can expand it, we can bring it forward, we can bring it into the here and now, make it come alive in our energy bodies in a whole new way, because of course we're older, we're different aspects, but to bring this forward, this treasure, bring it forward, to have access to it now, is the most wonderful experience, and it's amazingly beautiful. And this is why I wanted to share that with you. So if you'd please join me now to assume the heart position. And what we're going to do, because we have obviously different positives, we're going to just, on this occasion, all together, just tap on my positive. So what that means is that when we are tapping, we're just going to say my positive, and then each one of us thinks of their own positive. In my case, I have the power to change the world. So that's what I'm going to think about, that memory, that learning, that lesson, as we tap together on my positive. Okay, are you ready? Let's take a deep breath in and out. I'm excited. I can't wait to get started with this. My positive. My positive. That's putting shivers through me. My positive. My positive. Ooh. My positive. My positive. My positive. My positive. My positive. I evoke the power of my positive. My positive. My positive. My positive. My positive. Whew. My positive. Oh, I love my positive. I love my positive, I do. Sparkling me through and through. My positive. And after a sequence such as this, I like to say thank you. Thank you for that experience. Thank you for my positive. Now, as you can imagine, and as you can try out for yourself, if I tap this entire round with I have the power to change the world, of course the experience would have been even stronger and even more profound. I hope you took the opportunity to have a go with this. So this is one personal power positive, extracted from one positive memory. How many high positive memories do you have in your life? How many treasures of riches, how many acres of diamonds are there on your lifeline, waiting to be activated, waiting to be acknowledged, waiting to be connected, and waiting to inspire and uplift you? We've all spent so much time looking only at traumas. We have forgotten where our true power comes from, what the true wonders of our life are. And there is this entire awesome treasure chest of beautiful, beautiful memories that are waiting for us to explore them. And one way in which we can really honor and treasure these memories and use them to give us strength in the here and now is by converting them into our own personal power positives that we can then use in modern energy tapping, in Supermind to visit those habitats and interact with the aspects that live there. With EMO, simply just taking that, raising that energy of, I have the power to change the world, and use that in everyday life in order to combat stress, in order to stabilize ourselves in a moment of crisis, in order to encourage ourselves. And if you keep doing this for a little while, and perhaps journal about it and write it down, so that, in a moment where you need it or your future aspects need it, they can bring out a journal and look at your own personal power positives, which will give you a medicine chest, an energy medicine chest, like no other, with prescriptions just for you. There's one more thing that I would like you to know before I conclude this short workshop on personal power positives. We often ask ourselves why we're here, what we're supposed to be doing in this incarnation, and how to know which way to go forward in life. I believe that if we review our positive memories, our treasures and riches, we will actually find the important dots that we can then connect and give us a trajectory forward. Our life is not measured by how much trauma was in it. Our life is measured by how much love was therein. This I know. I can't prove it scientifically, but it makes every sense in the world. So I truly invite you to start exploring your own treasures and riches, and to extract your own personal power positives from this wondrous array of blessed moments that you have already experienced. And I would very much like you to go away from this with the thought of actively seeking out more high energy, positive experiences and create new memories for the future. New memories with new, powerful, personal positives to give you life, to give you hope, to give you love. Thank you very much for your time. I hope you enjoyed this short workshop on the personal power positives in modern energy tapping, and I hope to see you again soon. Goodbye.